All right. So, hello everyone. This is Yash from Shardeum Foundation. I manage community and marketing initiatives at Shardeum, and I welcome you to Build Web3 with Shardeum webinar series. Now, let's move to different slide. So, so the first of the disclaimers that we give on our every webinar is don't expect a perfect webinar session. So, as this is a community initiative, we learn every time we have a webinar and we keep on improving. So that's there, and that's what we want from our community as well. So bear with us and let's learn together. So before we begin, I would like to introduce to Shardium. So what Shardium is? Shardium is the world's first EVM based L1, which uses sharding to increase TPS with the addition of every new node. That is, every time a new node joins the network, TPS increases. So that's a very small introduction of what Shardium is. Maybe you can read more about Shardium when you visit Shardium's website, documents, or the community. So, so I think let's move ahead and call our speaker. Or I mean, I'll introduce our speaker. So our speaker is Leo. Leo is a full stack software developer, and he has been cooking around for more than 3 years now. Uh, an interesting fact about Leo is that he's building a very interesting stuff that is Sprio, which is an NFT marketplace on Shardium. So and the UI looks really good. I am really excited about Sprio, so that's there as well.
Yeah,
So
thank you.
yeah, I think Leo, you can take over and tell us more about, uh, what are we gonna learn today and what
Okay.
are the things that we have. And just before I give the stage to you, I would also let everybody know that if you follow us along, uh, there's a giveaway in the end as well. So do follow what Leo is coding and what Leo is teaching you guys. So you'll get Shardium merches in the end as well. So yeah, that's about it, Leo.
Okay. Yeah.
Come in.
So hello guys. I'm Leo. Like I'm been into this software development thing like for around 3 years now, and I started blockchain development from like this summer. Like I started to work on blockchain stuff, and I started to build this NFT marketplace on top of Shardium. And Shardium is actually super fast. Like it's fast like a central server, so you can completely depend on that blockchain to build your stuff, or can even build metaverse stuff and every cool stuff you can imagine. And yeah, so today what we will be building is a multi-sig wallet. So okay, first like I will tell you what really is a multi-sig. So initially this is how a transaction occurs. Like you can see an okay, sorry. Yeah. So you can see here is a normal wallet where you send your money to that wallet. Consider this wallet as a MetaMask, the first one, and you will be providing a key to it. So its key is in the sense like a signature where you sign your transaction and the transaction happens. That's how a normal wallet works. So in this video, we will be creating a multi-sig wallet where you will be not just signing from your key, but you have to sign it from other key as well. It's like a two-layer protection for your wallet. So this way hackers can't steal your money. Okay. So that's how this multi-sig wallet works. Yeah. So before we start on with coding, let's like do this basic stuff. I mean, learn Solidity basics. Okay. And like, yeah, we'll
And so everything that Leo is taking us through, if you guys have anything, you can just drop those things on the chat. We'll be responding you there. And yeah, Leo, you can just drop the links that people would need. So
okay. So yeah, okay. I will share you guys this remix link where this is an IDE for developers. I mean, to develop your smart contracts and stuff. Okay, I'll say this thing chat. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, sure. Like I can guide you. Yeah, I see that you're from a commerce background. Yeah, sure. Bhavesh, I can guide you. Okay, before we do everything, like I will be teaching you all those basic if else loops and all, so we can get on with this multi-sig contract. Okay, where should I DM you? Okay. Okay, guys, like I have sent you a link in this chat. You can click on that and you can follow me along.
So guys, just type in yes if you guys are following along with Leo, so that we also
Mhm.
get to know that yeah, people are uh, yeah, okay, yes, 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 cool.
Okay,
So
super.
yeah, if we get more yes, that would be great. Surya is also saying yes.
Okay, first let's do this basic stuff. Okay, like it's like any other normal language. If people, if you're from, like if you're studying computer science even in your 10th or 12th standard, this would be very easy. I mean, yeah, it's very simple. It's like a basic, what to say, oops, you where you can learn all this stuff now. Okay, so first we'll start with variable declarations. Okay, so I mean, yeah. So first thing we have to do is a type of the variable which we will be declaring. So let's assume we are declaring one. So it'll come under uint. Okay, unsigned integer. What does unsigned integer means is that zero and above, and like it doesn't include a negative value. Okay, so like yeah, unsigned integer and the name of the variable, which will be, let's have it as num for number, and yeah, that's it. So this is how it works. I mean, yeah. So second thing we'll move on with is an if else thing. I mean, if else, you might probably heard of about those stuff now, if else part. So it's very similar. It's similar to other languages as well. Like if it's true, this part will be executed, and if it's not, this part will be executed. Else part. Yeah, this simple. Okay, and like you can go through this multi-sig contract. I'll be sharing you the GitHub link right now in the chat. You can go through that. One second. Yeah. Okay, you're lost. Yeah, like where did you finally? I mean, last time you got this thing.
It's
Okay.
okay. We've just begun, right? So I think
Okay.
for Leo, we had this thing, right, which we can show to the people of what we are building.
Mm-hmm.
So
Okay. Okay, I've shared you the link. You can go through that contract. I mean, you can copy paste it in this remix, and I can go through that step by step as well right now.
so all what people have to do is just copy and paste this, right?
Yes, exactly. Not in the chat. I mean, in the remix ID. I will
Yeah.
share you the remix ID once again. Yeah, I've shared the remix ID as well. So basically, remix is an ID for a Solidity contract. Yes. Yeah. So people, I think you might have copied those code. So you should be clicking this small icon over here, the first icon, which will create, which will prompt you to type a file name. So you can type anything. And like I've typed basics2.sol, and you can just paste that thing here. Yeah, okay. So yeah, let's continue with the basic stuff. So yeah, functions. Let's do with the functions. What are functions? I'll be explaining about those functions. Similar to JavaScript, if you're familiar with JavaScript, then this thing would look similar. You will declare a function with a name function and the function's name, and you can see the other parts where you will be seeing only approval, and those things are called as modifiers, which will be like a middleware for a function. And yeah, if you're familiar with the stuff in the backend, you will be knowing what I'm trying to say. And this external thing is mentioned because of this visibility. I mean, this thing create transfer can be called from external contracts and not from the very own contract. Yeah, I mean, that's how this thing works. And yeah, okay, and you might be seeing a require function, I mean, require method. This is basically an if else where the first parameter, if it's true, then this thing will be passing on to the next line. If it's false, then it will give a message which is provided. I mean, the second parameter would be sent back to the client. Yeah, yeah. So that's it for now. I mean, the basic stuff. Yeah, I mean, to connect all of these things, we will be needing an web a plugin. Once again, and that's called as Web3.js. Okay, and there are other plugins as well like Ethers.js, where we'll be installing this through an package manager like npm or yarn, and we'll be connecting our blockchain with a front end application through this thing. Yeah, okay. So yeah, let's walk through the code. Let's go through this code which I've typed down, which I've sent in this chat. So yeah, so basically what we have done is we have declared three variables initially. Approvers are people who will be able to sign the transactions. Consider me and Yash are the approvers. Only we both can sign a transaction. If someone tries a transaction, it will be failing. And yeah, we'll be adding those in this address array. And quorum or nothing. I mean, it's actually the number of people who are required to sign this transaction. So like consider two, like minimum of two people should be signing the transaction to withdraw funds. So it'll be like me and Yes should be signing this transaction to get our funds. Like if only I'll be signing, then it doesn't work that way. Yeah, next id is like to track all those transfers, we'll be using next id. And struct, okay, structs are like an objects and classes, like you might have studied in other languages as well. So basically struct is like defines like a blueprint for our what to say, an object. Okay, so it a transfer will have an id and the amount and the address to whom we'll be sending out this transaction to, and the number of approvals it currently has, and boolean value. I mean, the boolean is in the sense like it's true or false, where like if it's already sent, we'll be having a true, or else it'll be in false. And yeah, this is a mapping where it will store all the transfers. Okay, and yeah, approvals will be like the people who have signed the transaction. Like if I try to get my address, we'll get an what another mapping which will be a transfers array, and we will check if an address has signed it or not. Yeah, basically it's that part. And the constructor is like it'll be only run once, like once we deploy the contract, where this thing will be assigning all the approvers and the quorum, which I said, it's like the minimum amount of signs which we need to make the transaction. Okay, and create transfer is a function which is used to create transfers. And this is the part which is very important, where we will be signing a transaction to make, to withdraw our funds. You can go through this function in your contract, in your file. And this is the modifier, which I said earlier. Like, to run this function, it should be going through this modifier first. If this thing approves, then this code will start to run, or else like it will throw an error, which you can see here. Only approvers are allowed. Yeah, that's it for the contract part. And let's move on to the front end code. Yeah, okay.
So Surya posted something, and maybe if you can add that to something, Leo, that would be great as well.
Okay.
However, Shriyesh has answered that.
Two people must sign the transaction. Yes, exactly. Two people must be signing the transaction. Quorum is the minimum number of signs for approving any transaction. Surya, yeah. Thank you, Shreyas Pandey, for answering this question. If you have three people as signer, then is there any minimum count to sign for validate this? Yes, exactly. That's what Shreyas has answered. Okay. Okay. Yes. Structure for creating new data types. Okay. Yeah. I see Shreyas is kind of experienced. Can we add more than two people? Yes, of course, we can add more than two people to sign the transaction and use an artist. Okay, I didn't do that. I just copied from an internet. Okay. Yes, most DApp contracts can be built using copy paste codes in general. Yes, exactly. You can easily launch. Yeah, that's what I'm doing right now, Subbu. Okay. Okay, yeah, we can move forward. Okay, this is our front end app which we will be building. So I'll go through this front end code. I think, like I mentioned, a prerequisite as a React.js, most probably must be knowing. So yeah, this is very basic stuff. I will send you the GitHub link for that as well. One second, hold on, guys. Okay, we have an issue. Yeah.
That's yeah.
Okay, that's the GitHub link. You can clone it from that thing. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Let's go through the front end code. You can see this GitHub URL. You can just click and can go through that. So yes, the first function which is here is that we'll be getting the current address connected to our DApp. Second address would be getting the transfers which the admin has created, or the approvers who have created the transfer. And the third function, which is sign transaction, which will be used to sign a transaction. Only the approvers can sign this transaction, where it will take a parameter of the sign ID. Okay, this thing is for front end validation. And yeah, this thing is used to create a transfer, where this admin only can create a transfer. Yeah, and this thing is just a listener to check if an address is what has changed for a DApp. Yeah, and this is so simple. Like, you can clone it, and you can just do an npm run start and it would run without any issues. Okay, so yeah, so yes, most probably, I mean, first let's deploy our contract before hosting our site. Yeah, and about Remix, you can even deploy your contracts directly to the blockchain through this IDE. Like initially when it loads up, you must be seeing an Remix VM London over here in this selected option. You have to just click on injected provider MetaMask. So this thing will be connecting our this Remix ID to our MetaMask wallet, where you can check all your funds and all. I mean, you can create a transaction through this ID itself. So yes, uh, so before deploying this multi-sig contract will take approvers, array of approvers and a quorum. A quorum is essentially a limit, like I mean minimum amount of signers who needs to be there to sign a transaction. Yeah, I mean right now I've already deployed an smart contract, and like I can share you. I mean I will send the chat. Yeah, I will send you the format where you have to address one and that's address two. Yeah, so that is the format which you have to paste it in this approvers field. I mean, you have to replace address one with your address and address two with the other address which you have in MetaMask.
And we
And
can increase that as well, right? So
yes,
like, let's
exactly, we
say,
can
yeah.
even add like up to 100, but for just sake of this video we'll be going with two. And you have to set quorum as two as well. I mean, you can even set one, like any one of these people will, if they sign, then this transaction will go forward.
So a crazy idea that I can think of is, how about all the 25 people who are here, maybe we can make them some signers or something, or have a transaction.
I
So
mean, that would be great, but it'll take more than a hour.
yeah, understandable. So see, Surya has already pasted his address as well.
Okay, I mean, yeah, we can later try this thing out.
Maybe you can add some Surya as a signer, and then we can see that.
Yeah, I mean, like once we host this application, right? I can add Surya as an signer over there, and you can
Oh,
create a
okay.
transaction.
Cool. Let's move forward then.
Okay. So once you deploy this contract, you have to sign a transaction. I mean, you have to click. You'll get a pop-up where you have to sign a transaction. I mean, don't forget to send ethers to that smart contract. Like you have to send 10 or 15 or like how many ever ethers. I mean, not ethers, Shardeum. You have to be sending to that address. I mean, to the contract. So those amount will be locked up in the contract. So once you sign it, I mean, when there's a minimum amount of queries met, those those Shardiums will be released to your wallet. Don't forget, like you can add like how much ever value you want, like 10, 20, 30. And by the way, like if you want to get Shardium tokens, you have to visit this faucet. I'll be sharing that link as well in the chat.
Or if they need some SHM tokens,
Yeah, sure.
Suvam and others can also. Yeah, I mean, there are a lot of people. They can also help them. Just drop their
Yeah,
wallet
please,
address or
Drew,
something.
drop your wallet address if you need a SHM tokens. We can
Yeah,
send
in
you.
order to deploy. So we'll share some. Okay, I think
Okay,
everybody has SHM tokens.
okay, it's fine. Okay, and yeah, once it's deployed, you just have to copy this address by clicking this button beside the X mark, and you have to go to your front end and paste it right over this thing where it's mentioned as contract address. Yeah, once you have pasted it, and you have to just do an npm run start. That will boot up our front end. Yeah, I mean, let's wait. Yeah, there are people who have asked for SHM tokens. Okay, let's send them. Let's send some to Saloni. Okay.
So Subbu, Ram, and a lot of other people are also watching. If you guys can, or Shubham, if you can also help others. Again, Champ is also here. Champ
Yeah,
really
like I'm
helps us.
sending 10
Yeah.
SHM to Saloni. Pavi, Megan. Yeah, let's send some to Pavi as well. Yeah, like I've sent. Okay, I think front end booted up. Okay. Yeah, I mean, before we sign a transaction, first thing we have to do is and create a transaction. Let's have an amount of 5 SHM. Okay. And the amount which, I mean, the address to which we'll be sending all those SHM to. So I will add my address. Like right now I have 29.7 SHM. I'll copy my address and I will send the transaction. I hope you guys are following me. I am here, but I missed starting. This I can't. That's when, I mean, yeah, I can
It's
just.
okay, Champ. You can just scroll up and find the links and just fork the things. So there's this GitHub link and remix link. All you have to do is just paste that.
Oh, okay, so I will do, or else like I can share you all those links again, once again. This is a front end DApp, and these are contract DApp. Just deployed through this Remix IDE. Don't forget to add the amount of ether and the approvers array and set its length as well. Yeah, okay. Yeah, this transaction went through. You can see that there's an 5 SHM locked up in this contract. I mean, there is 15 SHM locked up in this transaction, and 5 we'll be taking out 5 out of this contract. So we'll be needing two people's address, I mean, approval. So one is this address, which is my very own address. We'll be signing it off by providing this ID, I mean, the transfer ID, which is 0. So yeah, I'll be signing this transaction. You can see that Shardeum is super fast. I mean, compared to other blockchains, this is actually super fast. It's compared to a centralized server where it doesn't take so much of time. I mean, yeah, you can see. So yeah, so totally like you have pending approvals are like 0 right now. So it's still status is that it's still pending. I will try to fetch it again. So yeah, so we have signed it once, and we'll be signing it from the other address, which is my second account. Yeah, we will sign this thing as well. We'll give an 0. Okay, I think yeah, this is transaction fail. I think I sent a request from a wrong account. Let's try it again. Okay, this one different account. Let me send some more. Okay, yeah, we are actually doing it from a wrong account. I mean, let's redeploy with the correct address. I mean, yeah, once again.
So what's happening exactly?
I mean, I am signing it from a different account, which I forgot. Let's do that again. I mean, this is the first account. So the second account will be my other account.
We can use somebody from the people who are watching as a second signee as well.
Okay. Yeah, you can. Okay, Surya's address is there. Okay, I've added Surya's address now. We'll be sending 5 ether to that smart contract. For that, let me delete this thing. Okay. So people who are not like who have not yet followed us, like you can do it right now. We are doing it from first. You might even win a chance to get all those goodies from Shardeum. Okay, this thing never popped up.
Harshit is also sending.
Okay, so yeah, this thing successfully got deployed. Let's change it to our, I mean, to the new address which we deployed. Let's save it. Okay, got saved. I mean, yeah, let's create an new transfer. Okay, I mean, the problem is that this thing is running locally. So yeah, I mean, Surya, even you should be running this thing in your end so that you have to sign this transaction. Yeah, Surya, you there? So yeah, I will add my address. Yep.
Yeah,
Okay.
Surya is also running, I guess. So
Cloning. Okay. So right now I have 24 SHM. Like I'm signing this transaction. Confirm. Okay. That thing got created. Yeah, there is a 5 SHM, and let's sign our transaction from my end. And next, Surya will be signing the other sign from his end. Okay, due to Zoom calls, I don't think so. These pop-ups are coming up.
Surya says npm installing.
Yeah. Okay. Okay. Yeah. I have signed my transaction. There's another sign. It should be signed by Surya. Okay. Let's see. Yeah, bro. Okay.
Is Surya there?
Bro, yeah. So I like Surya, like I'll be sending you this contract address so that you can paste over there and you can sign it. Yes, I've sent you. Yeah. Okay. Let's discuss about the dApp which we are building until Surya comes up. So this is a dApp which we are right now building. So this thing is built on top of Shardeum. It's super fast. I mean, our app is slow. I mean, the blockchain which is which we are running upon is super fast. You can check it out. So people, if you're Web 2 to Web 3 transition developers, you can join us. You can join our Discord server. It's somewhere here. You can click on it and you can join us and you can text me over there. And yeah, that's it. Like it's an NFT marketplace. So we'll be building this thing into an OpenSea kind of thing for Shardeum. Yeah.
So it's like first NFT marketplace for Shardeum, right?
Yes, exactly.
I think Surya is here or not. Um, Maybe we should. I think Surya must be having some problem. So maybe if we can get. Okay, he's here.
Installing packages. Okay.
Takes
Take
time.
time.
We shouldn't have done this ad hoc thing here.
Uh, Waiting for the launch. Want to see some tough competition.
By the time, what else? What cool things can be done using a multi-sig
Yeah, I
apart
mean,
from?
you can not just lock up SHM. Even you can lock up your NFTs as well.
Mm-hmm.
Like you might have seen people losing all their crypto punks and whatnot, other NFTs being hacked. You can use our multi-sig wallet
This
to,
so like this multi-sig wallet is so like can I use after Shardium goes live and
yeah,
then
I mean,
store
you
my
can use
funds?
it. Yeah, you can use it. I mean, I would not recommend right now. I mean, this thing, it should be like it's not a full-fledged app right now. I mean, you can build on top of this. You can fork our project and you can build on top of this into a full-fledged
Mm-hmm.
product as well.
Mm-hmm.
And the cool thing about this is that this thing is used by Genesis Safe and company which is running on top of other blockchains as well. Once Shardium goes live, I think they will incorporate Shardium as well. So yeah, this protocol is being used by these people. Like they even secured an $100 million funding recently. Uh, you can trust on this protocol. Actually, it's very safe. It keeps all your assets
Mm-hmm.
safe. Yeah. So yeah, that's it about multisig. I mean, you can even develop other concepts as well upon this thing.
So by
Yeah.
the time what we can do is by the time Surya is ready, what we
Mhm.
can do is we can take the Q&As that we were gonna take. So
Okay, yeah.
yeah,
Uh,
maybe if somebody is having some problem in deploying the contract or anything that they would like to ask, so maybe yeah, we
yeah.
can have
So it's
that.
like, yeah, there is an already question. So it's like if someone got our keys or phrases, and if he's trying to transfer fund, then he can't do it because there is a multi-sig. Yeah, of course. Like they should even have the other guy's key or phrases so that he can sign it as well. And yeah, you can drop your questions in the chat box. I can answer everything. Plus, we can add on multi-sign. It like you can add up to even 1,000. You can add up to 1,000 signers. I mean, it's your wish. And you can set a limit like if I mean a minimum amount of signers should be signing a transaction so that it can go through. Yeah, how to implement meta transaction support in contract. Meta transaction, like I have no idea what meta transaction. Can you explain? I mean, elaborate. What does it mean? I got this mini scammers give praise. Yes, exactly.
Oh yeah, I have also been there.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so Nimesh is getting some error.
Nimish. Okay, I think Surya got back. I will send him this contract address. Getting this error npm errors. Okay, I think this is an error. Did you try to install every package like npm I install? Okay, try this command before you do that. Oh yes, okay, you did it. The transfer of the funds. Okay. Like, are you using this thing on Mac or Nimesh? Nimesh Solanki. WSL2. Okay. Can you try this thing on a standalone? I mean, a normal this thing instead of doing that thing on WSL. Yeah, I mean, it'll be there. We can do this thing where like as said earlier, like there's a meta transaction said by someone else. You can store all those signature metadata on blockchain, and you can do that as well. I think so. Like I have not tried it. You can try it. Yeah, done, bro. Okay, Surya. I think Surya has signed a transaction. Let's check. Yeah. So yeah, Surya has signed a transaction. Let's check our balance. Yeah, it's back to 29. It earlier it was 24, and right now you can see it's 29. Yeah, that's how a multi-sign works, multi-sig works, where two parties have to sign a transaction to go through. Yeah, that's it. And thank you, Surya, for this.
Yeah, so it was
Method.
good. It was good having Surya and then completing the
Yes.
transaction through other end. So like this is how the security is gonna work when we have
I think
multi-signers.
Surya is from a different place. Yeah, he just signed a transaction. Yeah, it's fine, Surya. It's fine.
It's
Yeah.
okay.
Okay, I think
So
there's no more questions. Like, if you have any questions, like you can drop in this chat.
yeah, and everybody who created this application along with Leo, I'll just drop a link. here. You can just fill that link. Leo, maybe you can guide them or help them
Okay.
of I'll just drop the link. Just give me a second.
Uh, is this the one? Yes.
Mm, yeah, this is the one. Wait, I'll just drop this here. So yeah, this is for everybody. So everybody who created an application, this application, maybe you can just fill this up. So your email, your smart contract, and your Discord username. So what goes here, by the way, uh, Leo?
Yeah, I mean, you
Where's your
can,
smart contract?
if you
You
have
can,
like people who are not deployed yet, here's your opportunity. You can just put an array of addresses and a query and just send some ether to that contract and hit transact. And once you sign this message, you will get an transaction thing going over here. I mean, yeah, once it's done, you will get an address. You can just click on that button and just paste over here. Yeah, so it's done. You can just copy it and you can just paste that over here and your email address. Just copy that and your Discord username as well.
yeah, because
07.
that's
Yeah.
where we'll announce the giveaway winners. So
Once it's done, and you can hit submit button.
mhm.
And people, it's just for 5. So be quick.
So yeah, that was fun, huh? Just a very small
Yeah,
topic to
I
cover,
mean,
but a very important topic. So
yeah, actually, we interacted with our audience as well.
yeah, and we gave a lot of time to our audience. So again, a
Yeah,
good
and
thing.
yeah,
Yeah.
thank you guys. Actually, you waited for so long. It was really nice session. Yeah, thank you, Subbu.
Yeah, and yeah, so for the people who missed this session, this will be uploaded on Shardeum's YouTube channel. So again, let's say if you missed anything, you can just go and just watch it there. So that's there, and maybe it should be available by Monday, or I mean in 2 3 days, somewhere around that. So that's there. Yeah, so again, it was a good session. Thank you, Leo, again for being such an awesome speaker and helping everybody out. So that's there. I'll definitely try this multi-sig once it's done from, like, once I also deploy it. So that's there. Cool.
Okay.
Um,
Yeah,
thank
thank
you
you
for,
guys.
yeah,
Thank you for attending this session actually. And yeah, I can just try out other features as well, and you can fork this thing up and you can try other features as well. This is very basic and you can bring this
yeah.
thing, I mean, do it full advanced and all, and you
And
can make a business out of this as well. You can provide
so,
service.
Leo,
Yeah.
can you also share them your socials so that they can follow up you, or how would they would contact you after all? I mean,
Okay, okay, got it. So
it's available on your slides, or maybe just you can open your Twitter or something so
okay,
that people can, yeah, connect with you or get to know more stuff.
okay, I'll be sending my Twitter link over here, and that's my Twitter ID. You can follow me there, or like if you're willing to join our project, you can absolutely, you can DM me over there. Yeah. So that's me, and this is our project. I mean, the webinar which we just finished. And yeah, thank you guys. Thank you for attending. Come up with the session, teaching us. Okay, let's do that on our next session.
Cool, everyone. Bye. Have
Bye,
a
bye,
great
bye.
day.
Mhm.
Bye, everyone.